boy Young Cheese. That's his name, Young Cheese. We in there. Get up, y'all get up in there. Drop the fire emojis real quick.
My son Young Ceezy. That's so funny because I thought I was gonna be the first person to change my name.
Young
I was
Ceezy.
just gonna pick me.
Young Ceezy. What up, Manir?
What's good, Manir?
Keep Frank with us. Drop a fire emoji.
And I hope we're not on that bull crap again this week, man.
Just don't talk about the conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories. Oh, you gonna talk about it? You'll answer, huh? Hey, start to get the tagging people.
I'm already tagging people right now. Right now.
Everybody come on in, man. Y'all come on in, sit down, have a seat. We in here. You see, it's myself. It is Rashawn Wilson, and it's Bashir Price. And we are the Gentleman's Table.
Hey, man. How y'all brothers doing this week?
Man, pretty good, man. I'm out here in Paris, man.
Okay. Bring back
Negro
some
in Paris.
crumpets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? How everybody doing today? Man, I'm so happy to be on the Gentleman's Table right now, y'all. So happy.
Man, I'm so happy to be here right now.
Yeah.
I have a date with Lisa. Isn't this great?
That boy Robert Thomas. Robert Thomas, man.
Robert Thomas, oh?
Nah, he ain't on. I tagged him.
Oh, yeah, I tagged him too. How y'all feeling? Get up in there, drop them fire emojis, please, and thank you. Let your presence be known.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. Watch the fire sometimes.
Hey, y'all remember that song by, I know this is about to be a random thought, but y'all remember that song by Jaheim? He came out, just in case I don't make it home tonight.
Yeah.
Baby.
Just in case.
Each moment like the last.
One of my homeboys put said just in case like Jaheim in one of his flows.
Like Jaheim, yeah, that's dope. That's a dope line. I want to treat each moment like the last.
You gotta put that woman.
I knew that was coming.
Man, Jaheim was a beast, bro.
I'm supposed to be.
He came out though. He just did a song with like Jada Kiss or somebody.
Did he?
No, he did a song with AZ. That's what it was.
Typing. Go ahead, type.
What happened?
Golly, man. Come on, fam.
What is that? There we go.
Let me see here.
Bro, it was doing all right. Now I'm like, come on, fam. This daggone typing again, my G.
It get worse when you start talking about it.
Bro. I've been seeing my own Wi-Fi. Hold on, let me make sure.
Yo, y'all know about Dave Day.
Am I not on
Dave
Wi-Fi?
Day. Wow, another one of them joints, huh? Charles stuck like a mug.
I was with them.
Charles, who's moving? That boy Bashir out there.
Dang, what happened to Bashir?
I think you got to use mics and stuff. You can't just be using the.
He's stupid.
Oh, his ass is on. The sound went away.
I was not doing it now.
Nope. Ain't doing nothing.
Oh, dang, that's crazy. So that was his Wi-Fi?
I think so.
So that was his Wi-Fi?
Yep, nothing. Not doing nothing on here.
Yeah, it ain't. Dang, that's crazy.
What's good, huh?
Anyway, man, I guess we're wait for Bashir to get back on.
Yeah, Zoom it is.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what I'm saying. I saw you tripping. What up, man? Who all in here, man? You know, don't be afraid to let your presence be known. We in this thing, man. It's a gentleman's table. You know,
For real. What y'all think about that school shooting today, man? Man, Timberview.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy, family.
Crazy school shooting.
That's crazy, family.
Did anybody die?
To my knowledge, from what I've heard, no one's died.
Though, right?
But yeah, I think it was 3 people got shot. What's up, Walter? Walter Nelson Jr., Captain Levins, we see you. Manir, what up, homie? You know what I'm saying? Y'all get up up in here. Go on, get on up in here. You know what I'm saying? The boys is on YouTube as well. You said what now?
That typing went away for real.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, man.
I know it's gone.
Yeah, man. But yeah. So how everybody feeling today, man? Everybody's on just on the live. You know what I'm saying? We live up in chill. Yeah, that school shooting, though, bro. That was, man. I'm sitting up here. It's crazy because of the story that's coming behind it. I don't know if you heard everything that supposedly happened, but apparently it was because a kid either he got robbed the day before or he was being bullied or something like that the day before and decided to bring a gun to school.
Well, he started to put it into.
He decided.
That's because the counselor told him to end all bullying. So that's what he thought he was supposed to do.
Oh, you stupid. Nah, but yeah, man, that's sad though, bro. That things have, you know, we've resorted to that now. Like,
you worked the school shooting.
Yeah, I saw Catherine say that. That's crazy, Catherine.
Be safe, man. Don't catch a bullet for people, man.
For real. But yeah, man, like I was explaining, the crazy thing about all that is the reason why it happened. Like, you sit up here and you see these kids, you know, they make the decisions that they're making, and I don't know if they see it because it's based off social media or if it's based off of just the environment. But for him to just sit up here and say, man, I'm gonna go to school, and I'm saying, and bust the cap. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna be my response. Like in situations like that, if you being bullied, I just remember, being the one that finally got up enough courage to say, man, I ain't finna stand for the bullying no more. We can fight. And win, lose, or draw, it just kind of is what it is. But so yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Prayers go out to the families who were victimized in that situation. But man, I don't understand what the thought process is nowadays with the children and how they are choosing to handle situations. It's scary, man, because these kids or the kids now are going to eventually become adults. And then when they become adults, what do you do in that situation? Well, what do they go do going forward?
Man, she said he was beat up the day before and it was on camera. He ain't taking no L no more. So he brought that thuka to school.
Yeah. See, that's another thing too. So that's with it being on camera, he's probably embarrassed. And knowing that it's gonna be viral, you know what I'm saying? That's something that people are gonna be looking at for the next couple of years or whatever. Or even if it's not, even if it don't go viral, it's viral amongst his friends.
So he wanted to go viral.
Everybody looking at it. He wanted it to go viral?
He wanted to go viral. He came in there with that gun.
Well, that was retaliation. He retaliated from what happened the day before.
Yeah.
And that's what I talk about, man, with social media. And everybody got a camera nowadays, man. That's not always a good thing. Like everybody, we look at it for, as laughs and jokes and so on and so forth. But the people who are victimized because they were by the ones in front of the lens, that it's crazy, man, because now they have the right to respond. They respond in different ways than what we would have responded as when we were children.
Yo, Walt, what you mean by it goes both ways? Trying to see what he meant by that.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm trying to see. Yeah, Walt made the comment, said it goes both ways. So I want to see what he's talking about with that. Yeah. To your Captain, thank you for that insight, man. I don't really know all the full details about what happened but you know how when news break, people always come up with their own story. Somebody came in and told me that he got robbed the day before. So if it wasn't a robbery, it had to do with him getting beat up and I'm being on camera.
He said kids need to learn how to respect each other.
Yeah. And what's crazy about it, bro, it's like what I've seen is I've heard this a lot. We deal and interact with people all day, every day. And they'll come and tell me like, man, the school's on lockdown because there's different schools where they found a gun in one of the kids' backpack because the kid had got a home.
Yeah, she said he wasn't robbed, he was just beat up. What's up, Robert? Yeah, parenting on both sides, you're right. Hey, what happened to him? They left me in here by myself. Boys here. Something else. But yeah, man, we got to do a better job with our children, man. I know I was one of them kids that was hot-siding back then, too. Yeah, you see that? You see that, Gather? They left me here by myself to dry. Nah, but they shut the school down though. I had seen that. It just came out of nowhere. He's muted himself. You're back. Welcome back, guys.
Yo, I ain't gonna front to you. I thought you kicked us out, or you just ended the joint. I was sitting over here twiddling my thumbs.
Yeah, I know. I said I was one of the ones clowning too. I just said that. I was the one clowning too.
What?
Look, y'all didn't take an L. Because we was clowning the shit out of kids at school.
Oh, what y'all talking about?
We talking about the school shooting at Timberview.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, man.
Yeah.
What all came of it? What was going on?
Nah, just a kid got beat up the day before. He brought that thuku to school. He said,
White kid?
I don't know, probably.
Right. Any casualties?
Yeah, Robert said, "What's up, B Price?"
What's good, Rob?
Robert Thomas, man of many talents.
Facts. Robert got Jamaican in his family.
For real. Hard.
My son got mad hats.
Both parties were black. Wow. And this right here is what I have to say: black on black crime. We've got to stop this. 4 people shot, 2 in critical condition, 2 non-life threatening. Oh my God. Shooting like that? Yo, he must play Call of Duty.
That's sad, man.
Golly. Yeah, he going to jail. He ain't going to the crazy house. He going straight to jail bringing that gun.
Give him life. That's premeditated.
For real. You know, if he was white, he would be, oh, he's crazy. Something's wrong with him.
You know, man. All right, go.
Where Charles at? Oh, he's still looking at the camera on mute.
Yeah, I was just talking to Charles. He said he about to jump on.
I bet. Waiting to get on, bro. I see.
What happened?
Hold on. Oh, my bad. I had to add you back.
I was just sitting up here looking at y'all, man.
Yeah, I was like, shoot, Charles told me he was
I got you. Yeah, raise your kids right to avoid a situation.
So it was. Yeah, so Captain said it was 4 people shot, 2 in critical condition, 2 non-life threatening. That's crazy, bro.
Nobody died though, right?
Well, it's 2 in critical condition right now, so we don't know yet.
Man, I think all the families involved, even for the family of the young man that did the shooting, man. Shoot.
Yo, my camera.
It's getting crazy, man. It's getting crazier.
Yeah, it's sad, bro. It's just like it's the decision making that's what I was saying earlier, bro. Like when you were jumped off, Bashir, it's like the problem is, bro, is like you have these kids now making these decisions, and we're not teaching them how to make better decisions, how to handle stuff like that. Like if you get in a predicament where you feel like you've been wronged or you want to, go off on somebody or do something, you don't resort to shooting somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to teach people how to have a conversation. If it comes to blows, then it comes to blows. But you live to fight another day. Like they said on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Pops, John Witherspoon told him like his old son, "What you doing, man? No, this how you handle business right here. If you lose, you live to fight another day." That's it, man. What you got to do?
Yeah, that's true. But, hey, man,
they don't do that no more, man. They're just all about.
Man, about that action. About to be 4th of July up in there.
Yes.
So look, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm looking at some of these comments, man. So Cameron Hardiman said, "Dude could have just had enough, and he snapped." Like that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. So you got to teach kids how to handle stuff like that, bro. He could have had enough and just snapped. But does that warrant what he did? Does that give credence to that? No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all, bro. Like where's the guidance at? Where are we teaching these kids? Like we letting TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media, YouTube, we letting those things raise our children. And now that those things are raising our children, these are the results that are happening.
Hey,
It's sad, bro.
Do you think it's I'm just throwing this out there. Do you think we're the first generation that like both the kids and the parents are damn near being raised by the same thing as far as social media? Because we got, we 30, we got people that's our own age, us ourselves sometimes we troll and we say certain things, we go off the, you know what I mean? And it becomes another reality. Like, you know what I mean? Like where people totally different people are, shoot, the dude, finger thugs, type thugs. Like, you know what I mean? A person that's not really about that life, but when you're on social media, you a murderer. You man down anybody that disrespect you. Do you think that might be one of the reasons that it's hard to teach our kids not to? Because it's a time, if we look at old shows, it used to be the kid that was either on the phone, on the Game Boy, and the parents would be at the dinner table, like, get off the phone or whatever. But in this generation, this time, it seems like everybody's on the phone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, kid, you can't teach your kid nothing because you on the phone yourself. You on YouTube, too. You just on a different channel. Like, it's like we're all slaves to a device, or if we look at the hours that we're on our devices, they trump for most of us. They trump the hours that we spend raising our kids. So what would be like some things that you like? How do you teach your kid how to deal with certain things when you kind of learning yourself?
I mean, what you're saying is there's some truth in it, but I think, on our end, we know how to handle it a little bit better because we didn't grow up with it. But it was something new and exciting for us when it was presented to us. So now we're in a mode where we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure out how to coexist with social media. And that's where the difference is. Like we don't know the long-term effects of it right now. We really don't. Like we're just now starting to get exposed to it. So now this generation that we're seeing now and what they're doing, we're now in that mode where we're like, okay, well, shoot, okay, this generation is a product of what social media is. The kids that are coming out, the kids that are in high school are really a product of what social media is. So this is our first litmus test of this. And we can see what it is. Like, but with us, we were raised differently. We just use social media was another means of entertainment for us. Now, did a lot of us start taking it personally? Yeah, absolutely. And taking it as reality, yeah. And like you said, it was almost like an alternate reality for us. But at the end of the day, we still knew that there was life outside of this. These kids nowadays don't understand that there's a life outside of social media. They think that social media is life. That's the difference. You know what I mean? Because even when I coach and develop and try to give feedback to some of my employees, their expectations of reality, they're so unrealistic. It's like, where do you get this from? Where they getting it from an unrealistic place? Because you look at social media, YouTube, whatever, I can be whatever I want to be on there. I can create whatever lifestyle I want to create on social media. And the whole time I may be borrowing money. I may be showing you pictures of places that's rented. You know what I mean? I may be just renting the place or whatever. And I'm acting like I'm just balling and doing all these extra things. And then now kids are applying that to their regular life, and it's not realistic. So now they're sitting up here, they're depressed, they're sad, they feel less than because they feel like their lifestyles aren't a reflection of what they see and what they're raised upon in terms of social media, the YouTubes and all that stuff like that. And I think that's what you're seeing is an outcome now. You know what I'm saying? It's an outcome of what we're seeing because social media is telling people how you should handle things. Oh, go get the strap. You know what I'm saying? Go get the strap. Go shoot people.
Yeah, I think that I think it's more than just from the household. I was reading Cameron's comment. You can't just always blame it on parenting because I know plenty of people with two parents in the household that do stupid stuff still and get locked up. And they had both parents and they came from money. So, there's plenty of rich white kids that do dumb shit. They got 2 parents in the household and they got everything and they still do dumb stuff. Black people included. So I think it's just
but there a lot of times I know people like that, bro. I know people who came up in 2-parent households and they choose to be thugs. But a lot of times that's different. They're doing that. The guys that I know who were like that, they did that because they wanted to be thugs. And they were enthralled with the thug lifestyle because they got homeboys that were thugs. Right? It was a different type of influence. So they just chose to do that. Now the problem is that you got so many other it's one you can control that influence. It's hard to control the influence that you can roll over in your bed and pick up a phone or pick up any type of electronic device and see everything that's going on. It's hard to control that. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's so accessible. It's so accessible, man. Like back in the day, I could keep my kid from being in the hood.
And it's like, shoot, the kids are smarter than us when it comes to this technology. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as a parent, you think you really have their phone under a parental control, or, you know what I mean? Kids know how to hack all of that, man. Like, kids, shoot, my daughter showed me she showed me, what, a year ago? Like, Daddy, you haven't had your phone on 4K. I'm like, what? You mean my picture's supposed to be better than this? Like, you know what I mean? So, like, they so advanced that, you know, it really alters your parenting. And like you said before, like, you know what I mean? We learning this as we go too. And, hey, we slaves to it, and we knew of a different time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we get on our phone 9 hours, 10 hours in a week just for social media, just imagine, we got jobs. Just imagine our kids. Like, do y'all think that kids supposed to have cell phones in school? Because I know when we was coming up, I mean, you had your cell phone, but our cell phone wasn't utilized the same way. Like, you know, when we was in high school and we had a cell phone, it was basically you was either calling somebody or you was on your phone playing Snake or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? But you wasn't really going and watching whatever you wanted to watch in the middle of class.
Yeah, you weren't. It wasn't no videos. Yeah, there weren't no videos and no cell phones. Like, really and truly, like, well, because I'm a little bit older than y'all, so cell phones for me didn't come around. I didn't have my first cell phone until my senior year of high school. I finally got a cell phone my senior year of high school. So it's kind of like, and it was that, like you were saying, it was you was playing Snake on the phone. And there weren't no videos and nothing like that. You still had to go to the slow ass dial up internet. You know what I'm saying? To look at a video and it was gonna be terrible quality when you looked at it. So that's something that's different on our day and age. It's not comparable to what we have today. Heck, we look at us right now. We doing a whole show via a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? We never would have thought we would have been at this place in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So kids, this is all they know. The kids nowadays, this is what they grew up on. They can't imagine their lot like this. But it's like that. I mean, as time goes on, we're introduced to new things and so on. And for us, like I said, with friends, I remember when MySpace came out, I thought MySpace was so dope. We were like, yo, this is clean. And this is after I graduated. You know what I'm saying? I was already out of high school. I was grown.
You remember your first celebrity friend on MySpace? You thought you were going places in life. It's like, yo, Snoop Dogg is my friend. Like,
yeah. Right, man, right.
Yeah.
Let's get some of these comments, man. People are here talking, man. Let's hear what the people saying.
All right, man. So let's go to Spark. She said, losing the fight for the best years of life. He about to enter a very unforgiving world. Experience the fear he caused to other youngsters, male or female. Said, if you can't throw hands, fight, lock up, isn't the place that you want to be. That's fact. My uncle said, behind stupid stuff is different than shooting in the school. Cameron said y'all have to start inviting shows so they can pretty much call in like it's a radio. We do that, Cameron. Robert say it's not just social media, lack of guidance in our young man. To parents rather be a friend instead of be a parent. Walt say you control what your kids do on social media.
Shoot, and we got more jails than we got community centers. I know, I know when I was coming up, we always had like at least 10 dudes that was like, it wasn't selling drugs, like, but there was like, there was the alternative. Coming up, I don't know about y'all, but where I'm from, coming up, like if you was either basketball, making music, thugging, or class clown or something in there to get your popularity. But all the shooters and drug dealers had all the girls. Like, So a lot of people gravitated to that, but it was always at least like 5 to 10 dudes that was in the community through community centers or just pillars in the community that showed a positive light where you can still get cool notoriety, but not have to do like the things that we see in today. Like, do you think that those titles have kind of diminished? I know, Charles, you do a lot of mentorship. Sean, you and I, we do as much. Well, I ain't gonna say by no means as much as we can. We dibble and dabble with it. But do you think that might be one of the things that we're missing with our generation is like positive role models that are actually hands-on with children?
Yeah. I think that's a part. That type and come back.
Well, now that we're getting off the shooting up the school shit, let's get to a topic.
I thought Rashawn was gonna elaborate more on that, but I guess not.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
He was like, all right, let's move on to something else.
Yeah.
Man, y'all see the topic scrolling at the bottom of the screen, man. You see first subject, man, it says should boyfriends or girlfriends parent your kids? So you two gentlemen, I would love to hear y'all's perspective on this because y'all both are fathers. So I would like to put the shoe on you guys as like reverse the role. Like I know we can always talk about what you would do if you were the outsider, but let's say you being a father and your ex had somebody in their relationship and they was parenting your kid. How'd you feel about that?
I think it has everything to do with how long the relationship been going on. First and foremost, you definitely don't want it to be a situation where they don't like for you to their kid. They want to. It's like really what you preach. But it all depends on how far. But as a man, it just depends. As a man, when you have a daughter, kind of no matter what one of the so it doesn't matter on that end, but it's gonna take some getting used to, but it's not. It's really a conversation that has to be had, to be honest. What you think we should?
I feel like I'm on part with Rashawn. Like I feel it definitely matters how long the relationship, and it's different ways of disciplining a child. Like I believe as an adult, I'm a person that believes in like a community base. So I believe as an adult, a sound adult should be able to steer a kid in the right direction and tell a kid when they're doing right from wrong. Now, if we go into the stage of whooping and discipline in that area, I believe we're gonna have to get married to that point for you to even think And I don't even know if I'll be cool then.
See what I'm saying? It don't matter.
What do you say?
I said it don't matter. Like,
Yeah.
you'll never be cool with that.
Well, I believe if you with somebody, you taking anybody serious, then at some degree they're going to have some type of responsibility to your child. You know what I mean? Because you don't want nobody to just around your kid and just don't acknowledge your kid unless it's something that's fun or cool. Like, yeah, it's cool that my kid like you, but my kid have to respect you. My kid have to learn from you. Like, if this relationship is going to grow, which
Yeah, I think that's a very mature way to look at it.
what's that? Wow, my phone messed up.
No, that shit just started.
Yeah, this joint sounds crazy.
It wasn't
Yeah.
when you left.
Man, I wish I could laugh with you. Only if I could hear what you said.
I said it wasn't typing at all.
Man,
But yeah, as a boyfriend girlfriend, you have certain things and certain duties to make sure my kid is not moving in the wrong direction. But as the parent, that's still my responsibility, and you can cipher that through me.
Facts. What you think, Charles?
Yeah, I think that's real, man. I think, like, for me, if I were the stepfather, I guess just call it the stepfather, even if you're just in the dating situation. If I'm in that situation, bro, I think I would most definitely not want to, quote unquote, parent the kid. I would take an approach as being like a mentor to him or a role model. You know what I'm saying? And try to be a good example. And then, of course, I definitely wouldn't want to discipline the kid at all. Like, not like that. I mean, outside of just saying like, hey, you shouldn't be doing that, or hey, you know what I'm saying? There's a better way you should be doing this. I would leave that up to the parent. You know what I'm saying? To the father for that notion. But I will holler at the father and let him know, like, look, I'm gonna be around being your son's or your daughter's life, and I have every intent to be a good example for them. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'll whoop your kid ass if you get out of line.
nah, I ain't doing it. Like, yeah, I don't want to put my hands on nobody else's kids, man. So, or have to discipline a child like that. But I will let them know, like, hey, I will holler at them. I will tell them, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they get disrespectful, I'm gonna have to tell them, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stand for disrespect. And that's just what it is. I mean, no man or no woman for that matter should just put up with that. They shouldn't have to deal with the child disrespecting them. And if the woman I'm dealing with is okay with that, then I don't need to be in that situation. I don't need to be with her then. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you are condoning that, you're saying like, oh yeah, you're not gonna say nothing back to my child. Now you got me messed up. Like, if that child get out of line, they disrespect me, or they're doing something that's disrespectful, I'm gonna say something. So
older. Like, we see it all the time. How many times have you, like, in our field of work, how many times have you spoken to a parent and the child actually going, no? You'd be like,
yeah.
Like, sometimes you see shame in the parents' face because they know better, but some parents don't even know better. Like,
yeah,
it's supposed to be respect just because you're an adult.
Yeah. And like sometimes, and don't get it twisted, like sometimes the daughter's out of line. Like, you have to kind of have that mindset of, I'm not going to be disrespectful I'm not going to be disrespectful to the mom in front of the child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to be disrespectful anyway, period. But if it's a situation where we have to have a grown folk conversation, I don't want to do that in front of the child, because now you put a child in a situation where they become protective. They're like, hey, you're not going to talk to my mama like that. But it's like, hold up, you need to stay in the child's place. I ain't put my hands on your mama, I ain't did this, but they may feel a certain type of way.
Your mama on back page. I'll pay the bills in this house.
Yeah, so it's so many different variables in that, man. So it takes a a level-headed, logical person to be able to deal with that situation. It really does, because if you don't, then you're faced with a whole lot of just mess. So both people, both adults involved, need to be on the same page.
That's real. I agree wholeheartedly. What the people talking about in the comments?
Nino say, I never required my child unless or on the verge to get married. She has an active father, good and civil union. I'll say people shouldn't have kids if you don't plan on staying together. Work through your differences and get along, stay together, get your parents straight before having kids. Parents are straight before having kids. Priorities. And then Jared say, bash your ears dumb.
That's real.
Yeah. Hold on, man. So it's like so Walter Nelson, that's your uncle, Rashawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Walt came in, he said people shouldn't have kids if you don't plan on staying together. Work through the differences to get along and stay together. Get your priorities straight before having kids, which all that's correct, Walt, but I mean, things happen, bro. Things happen. Like,
more than they shouldn't happen. How about that?
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, things happen. I mean, sometimes you have one of those nights and you end up being down for life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, just things happen. You're right. I really do believe in that. I do believe that you should really be mindful of who you're having children with. But when that does happen, when you do get in situations where you're having children with somebody that you're not with, those are the variables come into play, because a lot of times, the parents are going to move on to be in other relationships. So you do have to consider the conduct and what is the standard for how somebody deals with your child.
Yeah. That popcorn popping like a mug.
Yeah, I'm just trying to push through it, man. I'm trying to push through it. Hopefully it's not bothering the people out there. Let me see, man.
Am I crackling up just as much as y'all are?
All I hear is popcorn, man.
Man, yeah. Zoom.
This we're gonna apologize already right now to people that's only listening. If y'all hear all the crackling, popping noise, it is very distracting. So it's kind of hard for our energy to be where it needs to be at. But we're trying to push through it. So we appreciate y'all for hanging in there with us and listening to the show. We're gonna figure it out one way or another, whether we have to go back to Zoom or if we need to figure out what the issue is with this. But with that being said, y'all want to go on to the next topic real quick?
I watched the show yesterday. What's going on?
All right, so let's go to duty requirements in the dating phase, man. So I got an interesting story, man, that was inboxed to me in my inbox, and I'll tell y'all in a minute. But y'all's thought process on what is the response? What level of responsibility should you have to the person that you're dating? Like if y'all are just exclusively dating, y'all get to the point where y'all met each other, y'all like each other, and y'all decide y'all want to date exclusively. What are your responsibilities? And when I say that, I mean, as a man, are we supposed to pay a bill every now and again, fix things around the house, cook, maybe buy an extravagant gift every now and again? Like, what are the duties? What are the obligations of a man if he is in a relationship or in a exclusive dating situation with somebody? Gentlemen, I'll give you guys the floor. What do you think? And I'm gonna tell you, like I said again, don't let me forget. I'm gonna tell y'all what the story was that I got.
we got off the subject quick, but that brings a value. If you didn't put it in your kids, then you should be mad about another one stepping in. Does he have a valid point?
You said if you're not involved in your kid's life, you shouldn't be mad at somebody else stepping in?
No. If you didn't work to make sure y'all stay together for the kids, then you should be mad about the other one.
You might have to type that. I didn't hear it.
No, it's in there. It's in the comment.
Okay.
Did y'all not hear what I said? Did y'all not hear me?
No, I was hearing you. I just didn't hear what Sean said after you.
I didn't hear nothing you said, Charles. I heard what's.
Did you hear what I said, Bashir?
Yeah, you were saying about what's the requirement as a man in in a relationship of a person.
I heard that part.
The gifts, and he says.
Well, not necessarily. They're not necessarily a relationship, but in a dating phase.
Yeah. I just interpreted relationship, but yeah, I heard when you said that.
Okay.
I think in the dating phase as a guy, I mean, in the dating phase is just to get I think your biggest obligation or requirement is just to be honest what you're looking for in that relationship first and foremost. More than anything, I think we put all these other things and we end up being with somebody, or 6 months go by and you were dating to have a good time, that person was dating to get to marriage. So first, being honest with what you're here for. Then once you get there, you go through the honeymoon stage, so you want to have as many experiences that you can have with that person, whether it's going out, whether it's traveling. One of the biggest things is being a beacon of light for a person in that time of the relationship. If it's past, I'm looking at the middle of dating and being in a relationship, because if it's just casual dating, we've been on a couple of dates, then the biggest thing is just being honest on what you're here for. If you're working towards a relationship, like I said, being a beacon of light in that person's life, and working towards something better. If y'all heard it, hopefully.
Yeah, I heard it. Cool.
I have to second that. I mean, here we go.
Now, Charles, when I was speaking, was I clear or was I crackling up a lot?
Nah, it was clear that time.
It was clear at that moment.
Hey, fellas, y'all might want to, if I was clear, see what it sounds like if y'all separate y'all phone away from y'all, because the sound that we might be hearing might be peak. Might be us peaking on the microphone.
I'm way over here though.
So what camera are you on? Are you on your phone camera?
Correct. Rashawn, lean back a little bit and talk.
Okay, what?
You got to say more than okay, what?
Nah, I'm trying. The comments say, Rashawn Wilson, you are the.
They say, Rashawn, you are the what?
The comments say what now?
But every time I say something, they do that.
I'm trying to find out how is
my. I low key, because I think Rashawn started the meeting. I think he got just a bad internet connection, because the last one, he was in a hotel too.
But you remember when I called after the joint, you said it was kind of messed up too, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're still doing it.
The popcorn is definitely taking over though.
I'm gonna see something.
It's kind of good.
Hey, we appreciate y'all bearing with us, man. We appreciate y'all. We're not sure why I was doing this, trying to figure it out.
It's
2 weeks in a row. Nah, but that shit's crazy.
this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy.
He said they're actually the only person.
Say it again.
My uncle said the only one that's not popular.
Yeah, I'm thinking. He said it's me.
That's not popular.
Yeah, I think y'all should probably see how y'all sound far away from your phone.
Oh, but sure. Well, Rashawn just clicked off. Still doing it. I'm gonna move back. I just moved back all the way back here, Bashir.
You sound a little bit better though.
And I think you can still hear it.
It's a little bit, but I can hear more of your sentence. Keep say
okay.
that.
Yeah, no doubt. We in this thing. We got clout. Man, this thing crazy, bro. It is super crazy. I'm sitting for like, I keep hearing the typing and stuff.
Jared said he wanted to add it to the screen. He got a question.
Who wants to be added?
Sheesh.
That popcorn. Away, y'all. Time to talk. Came back. What if I'm back here? Still sound like that when I'm back here? Typing even more. Hey, man. Back to Zoom next week.
Lemon sheet shop.
We're losing our view.
Please don't go. Hey, LaShawn. You.
Jared had a question, y'all. Talk to Jared.
All right. So when y'all say dating exclusively, is this something that's based off of real feelings and real emotions, something that's real, or is this something that's built off lust? Because nowadays people come across a little good sex or a little good head or something like that, and they just think everything is also real. So when you say dating exclusively in order to do this and paying bills or whatever the case may be, like how is that defined? I'm just trying to understand because people nowadays be confused. 'Cause like I said, people mentalities and understanding and perception of things be misconstrued. So I'm just trying to gain an understanding. When you say dating exclusive.
They So I think, and that's where I was getting at when I was talking about the subject matter. So like dating exclusively, I was talking about like where you kind of made a decision that you ain't really entertaining a lot of other women, and you were just dating this young lady, just you and her. You just trying to get to know her. You are doing things with her, so on and so forth. So that's where the lines can be blurred. What you were talking about, Jared, where you were saying like sometimes you may have hooked up with a young lady and probably the sexual encounter was good, and that be just that. But when you get to the point where you and her are hanging out all the time, you ain't talking to nobody else, she ain't talking to nobody else, but y'all really ain't in a relationship though, then that's what I mean when I say dating exclusively. Does that make sense?
Okay. So with that being said, my opinion on that, my intake on that would be if we're dating exclusively, if I feel the need or if it's placed in me, like it's kind of like doing a good deed or something like that. Not expecting anything in return. So if she needs something fixed around the house, I wouldn't mind doing that. If she needs help with a bill or something like that, then I wouldn't mind doing that because it's just us. Like you said, I'm not entertaining anyone else. There's no one on the side. So if we're dating exclusively and building towards something, it's practice make perfect. If you never do this or do that, then like when will you know when to step in to help out with this or to help out with that? So if it's something that's legit, then paying a bill or fixing something around the house or taking a car to get an oil change or fix the brakes or something like that, most definitely could get done. But on top of that, it also has to be a mutual thing too, because sometimes people could be dating exclusively and it's a one-way road because the other person, whether it's woman or man or woman, the other person don't want to give, they just want to receive. But y'all dating exclusively, so how do that work when it's supposed to be a two-way street?
Yeah, I agree with that. That is definitely true. And it's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and tell where I got where this question came from. There was a story, and I'm gonna get back to what you said, Jared. But the story that came across my inbox was it was a young lady who was dating a man, and she kept asking the man. She called him her boo, to do some things around the house. So the dude kept putting it off. He kept saying, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it right now, whatever. He kept saying that. So what ended up happening was she said her old used to mess with, maybe not an ex, but a dude her old boo, a dude she was dealing with before, had hit her up and said, "Hey, how you doing? Just checking on you, just trying to see if everything good with you." And she was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm just trying to get these things done around my house." I bet. So dude was like, "Oh, that's all you need done? All right, I'm gonna pull up on you. I'm gonna come over and get some things done for you and handle those things for you." So he do that. So when he pull up and get some things done, her and old dude end up smashing. So she said she ended up smashing. Dude came over, took her the things that her boo wouldn't do. So when her boo came around, her boo was like, "Hey, how you get all this stuff done?" She said, "Well, since you didn't do it, I went ahead and paid somebody to get it done." So she lied. That was the one thing. She lied about it. So he went ahead and fronted her the money. He said, "Well, shoot, how much did it cost? Hey, here go the money. I'm going to go and give you the money for what you paid for to get done." So all in all, she ain't paid for nothing. Old dude just got the smash because he took care of some stuff around the house. So with that being said, okay, cool. So what are the obligations if you dating somebody? And she clearly stated in this message that they weren't in a relationship, they were just exclusively dating, right? what's the obligation? So for me, I looked at it in that scenario, that specific story. I think she should have kept it 100 with him and told him, hey, look, these things are important to me. And if I'm dating you exclusively, I would expect you to be able to do these things. And if you decide not to do them, or if you can't do them, then I need to move around. So for her to go and just smash her dude, I'm like, yo, that's messed up and irresponsible on her part. And then she lied. She should have kept 100 with him and told him what was going on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I feel like with that being said, based off that story, to piggyback off what you said, I feel like when it comes to dating exclusively, a lot of people don't state their intentions and just be upfront on what they expect or what they would like. Because 9 times out of 10, people be knowing what they want if they're dating, if they're in a relationship, or even if they just quote unquote fucking around. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of times people don't say what they want. I don't know if it's because they're scared, they're afraid to speak their mind, but honesty and communication can get you a long way. So she could have said that, then dude could have probably been like, that's not in my motive, or that's not something I'm willing to do because we're not actually physically together. Like, yeah, we date, we mess around, but we're not in an actual relationship. So I feel like I'm not committed to that. And some people feel that way. You have some people that feel the opposite. Oh yeah, we're dating in order to be in a relationship. So if you need something, I got you. So based on that story, yeah, Lil Buddy should have kept it 100 and communicated a whole lot better. He definitely could have communicated a whole lot better and said it that up front.
But on the flip side of that, so to your point,
she came up on some money, I guess.
Yeah, she did. She came up on some money and she got the stuff done in her house and she got some meat. So you know what I'm saying? She got everything. So, but to your point, Jared, what you was talking about earlier, you were saying that it gotta be reciprocated, right? It gotta be a two-way street. So in that situation, when it's not you, I would ask that question: what were you doing with him? Or were you giving to him what he was requiring? You see what I'm saying? Because we only heard her side of the story. It could be like he was requiring some things that he probably didn't want to do that stuff because of whatever reason. Now we can probably rest assured that he felt some type of guilt because he went on ahead and paid for it. But maybe he wasn't getting what he needed from her and decided not to do those things. And then all of a sudden he ends up, smashing. She smashed old girl. But at the end of the day, I think if you look at that story, I really think she played herself because at the end of the day, dude did what he was supposed to do. So nigga was probably sitting at home and was like, I'm looking at my phone, going through my phone. Oh, shoot, I remember old girl. I ain't heard from her in a minute. Damn. I remember I used to hit that. I'm trying to, see what it be like again. Hit up, hey, you need anything, and say, oh, yeah, I need stuff to fix my house. Boom, I'm in the door. I'm going over to get it done. I'm going to get some behind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can just, as long as I can do a couple things around the house, you know what I'm saying? Get some stuff fixed, do this, do that. I can go ahead and lay the pipe to her. You know what I'm saying? So
that's normally how it goes.
I think she kind of played herself in that situation because really and truly, when you look at it, he filled a minor or temporary void, and he got some ass out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was, and this other guy probably met all the other standards and things that she was looking for. So it's funny how stuff like that works out because we're sitting here saying like, oh man, yeah, girl, you right. You should have gave that other dude some, but no, you just gave that other dude some for doing something just a corner or a section of what you needed versus this other dude who may be meeting 75 to 80% of your needs.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it like that. I don't know. I'm wondering about. I'm not even on. I don't know what the comments saying right now. I know I'm probably getting blasted for saying the stuff that I said.
Comments. Nobody commented.
Yeah. Oh, nobody comment on that? Probably everybody jumped out because we popcorn.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in to the last episode of the
I don't know. I don't even know, man. Y'all don't even know what's going on right now.
No more.
with these comments.
Bro. Bad ratings.
Yeah, we had a lot of people.
Hey,
Yeah, this bad. We had a lot of people jump off.
we got like 4 people on, man. Shoot, we might as well speak our apologies and get this fixed.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Our time 2 weeks in a row. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in to the Dumb State.
Yeah, we definitely. No, don't click off, Rashawn.
I'll just play.
Here's the tripping. But we up here now. We do apologize, man. Everybody on here, I know the technical difficulties. We're gonna figure it out, figure out what's going on. I know everybody was liking the new look, but the new sound is terrible. So we need to figure it out, man. We definitely gonna figure it out. We're gonna get it right. And when we do, man, it's gonna be better than ever. So I think we're gonna go ahead and, like I said, you gentlemen have anything you want to say before y'all get off?
Nah, man. Tired of this shit.
He said tired of shit. But sure, you got anything, man?
It's not.
I guess he's a Bashir. Like I guess he lived real tired of. He walked off.
I went to go get some headphones to see if it'll work better with headphones on.
Oh. You got anything you want to say before we jump off, though?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Nah, we good, man. We finna go and get off.
All right, y'all. We out.
All right.